Hello, my name is John Dunsworth. I'm in conversation today with Jerome Thomas, drummer, founder, and one of the kingpins of the former band Exodus, which was a highlight on Canadian music scene, especially here in Halifax for the last couple of years. Jerome's here today to tell us about Exodus and why it made its exodus, and about his new band, which we hope will be gracing our Halifax waterfront and Halifax areas this summer. Jerome, why don't you tell us a little bit about Exodus and how it started?
Okay, basically, Exodus was just an experiment to begin with. In general, we just looked at it as a way to express music differently here in the city. The main focus is on reggae, and reggae being totally different from what you normally hear down here. So the guys and myself and all of us being imports, so to speak, foreigners or whatever, we decided, okay, we're qualified to play this music authentically, the way it's supposed to be played. And we said to ourselves, okay, let's see about the possibility of what we could do in the city and try and pioneer something. So Exodus basically got off the road about 2 years ago, and its general beginning was down in the Grafton Street there, and it kicked off, and it took a rise from there. The band started to play some fairly prominent gigs after that in some of the key spots in the city. In general, I would say that the band did fairly well. However, at the present time, things have taken a change. It seems as though, for some reason, reggae is also like a novelty in terms of the musical faction. And for the city of Halifax, as opposed to, say, the larger metropolitan centers in Canada, I would say that there is demand for the music, but it's not on such a scale as you would find outside. So the music entered as a novelty, and it seemed as though the nature of the town itself sort of determined as to whether the music would really last as such on a regular entertainment level, like, say, playing regularly downtown. So therefore, I personally look at here as a sort of rhythm and blues town in terms of the live entertainment. So, and top 40. And so trying to cut into that market demanded that the music had to be, aside from being different, I think there needed to be maybe some commercial.
Had to tune into the top 40s.
Yeah, there had to be some commercial overtones.
Yeah, well, you used to pack them in. You've set records in this town for attendance, and the name of Exodus was known far and wide. And it seems to me that I know that a lot of you were stationed here, so you couldn't go far-flung places, Toronto, Vancouver, etc. But that can't be the reason you closed down. Is that really because the market here was?
I would say. See, Exodus as a name, more or less, closed down. The continuing of exploring the possibilities of continuing playing reggae music in the city is still there.
Open up the doors to your hearts. I'm going to knock them out. Yes, I'm going to knock them out. Yes, they open up the doors to your heart. Open up the doors to your heart. Yes, I'm gonna knock them out. Yes, I'm gonna knock them out. she sees, so our baby say, open up the doors to your heart. Open up the doors to your heart. Yes, I'm gonna knock them out. Yes, I'm gonna knock them out. Ooh, yes, they open up the doors to your heart. Open up the doors to your heart. Yes, I'm gonna knock them out. Yes, I'm gonna knock them out. Here I am, girl. Here I am, girl. Here I am, girl. Here I am, girl. Here I am.
Well, your new group is called the Crystal Lion.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, as far as I'm concerned, there is a following here for reggae music. I personally...
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. But you see, from my experience, and you know, when I go into, say, I look at the possibility of going into a club or a bar or a beverage room, you know, look at the possibility of playing there for 6 nights, 3 nights, or whatever. The general consensus is the music they want is top 40.
Well, you've got a
pretty
definite problem there, because the people who are in control of the nightclub scene, and including the musicians union and everything else, they're not geared for reggae. And you say you're from out of town. Now, usually in this town, people who are from out of town are quite successful, and in terms of people saying, hey, they're from away, they must be good, kind of thing. And as a Nova Scotian, I know from whence I speak, but you were born in London,
right,
and spent some time in Antigua, down in the British West Indies, and now you're in Nova Scotia, and you've been here for 5-7 years.
Well, going on 6, yeah.
And what do you think of it here as a climate?
Well, climate-wise, I mean, you know, the winter's extensively long. After a while, it can be pretty overbearing. But aside from that, in terms of the environment, I can say that I've adjusted. Okay, having grown up in England, right, and coming up here, the adjustment isn't too drastic or anything like that. I can fit into the environment with no problem.
Yeah, but the environment in terms of who's controlling the music scene here is a little bit frustrating for you, I imagine.
Yeah, there's not too much you can, it doesn't seem like there's too much one can do, because when I look at, I also look at the number of clubs they have here, and
how many are there about, would you say, 20?
Well, there are a lot of clubs, right? Yeah. But there are a limited number of clubs that have a continuous segment of live entertainment in terms of a regular rotation of certain groups, right?
What, they get their favorites and keep them, you mean?
Yeah, that's what that may sound biased, but that's what I think I'm observing.
Well, you sort of have to be a producer then yourself and set up some things. Like you've had reggae nights and packed them in. Why not have set up 4 or 5 of those a year? And
yeah, actually, it seems as though the summertime is the time to bring that music out. That is, from what I have seen, that's where the greatest response comes in the summertime, because the music is very versatile. It's not one-sided or anything like that. Can cater to anybody. Anybody
but
can get into
isn't reggae really a very, John Marley being the father, isn't it a very political?
Bob Marley.
What? Who did I say?
John Marley.
Oh, did I? Bob Marley. I have some Bob Marley records, but I think it's fabulous music, but it is highly political, nonetheless. I mean.
Well, okay. You see, this is how you have to look at that. The fact that the music originated in Jamaica, right? And it is like a version of blues, only in that particular environment. You know, like you have your North American blues, you know, down south blues and stuff like that, trying to portray a message, right? So reggae originally started out like that, right? And that's that's where a lot of the reggae artists were trying to tell stories, speak of political situations, speak of their environments and that sort of thing, right? And from there, the music branched out, especially in England. It's very, very, very big down there. A lot bigger than the North American, here in the North American continent. And this is because of the large immigrant population of Jamaicans and West Indians down there now. And so, second to Jamaica, I would say, okay, England's the second reggae capital of the world, like Ray. And
where's the third, would you say? New York? No.
Well, almost, because you see, okay, put it this way. Where you find the Jamaicans, right?
We have a lot of Jamaicans here in Halifax, yeah.
Not really.
No, not really?
No. They're mostly concentrated in Toronto and those areas down there, right? That's why reggae down there in Toronto is doing fairly okay, Well,
why is it that I'm Nova Scotian, born and bred, and I love the reggae beat. I mean, it's like music to my soul. And I don't go out that much and pay money to go out and see. That's why I don't get out to the clubs and things. But it seems to me that that there must be thousands of people around here, people who packed in down at Ginger's and the people who packed them in at Melanie's when you played there.
Okay, well now you mention that, right? Let's consider another thing too. Let's look at the radio. A lot of persons' tastes and likes and dislikes are determined by what they hear and what they get used to, right?
For sure.
So the radio is another element here. You don't really hear reggae as such. I mean, okay, when I say reggae, I'm speaking strictly about reggae as it grew up from Jamaica and that sort of thing. I'm not talking about the reggae as it is now in terms of the conglomeration of the rock and roll and different overtones and combining, right? Because that's doing well too.
So you're talking about
but I'm
pure
talking
reggae.
about reggae as it,
Is that what you do? Is that what Crystal Lion does? Pure reggae?
Well, it does and it doesn't. You see, what we're trying to do now is to get into some of that commercial, some of the commercial side of it, because there again, to some degree, right? In order to listen to and appreciate reggae, you got to understand what the person's saying, what they're trying to, what they're trying to portray in that. And there are some.
Well, yeah, it looks like we'll have a substitute for Albright.
Sing, when I was a little child, I used to hear jam music playing all the while, busting down the walls and floors, like I to know I got to play it some. Said the music, rubber the music. Sing, when Johnny was a little child. He used to hear jam music rocking all the while, busting on the walls and floors, like I said, no, we got to play it some. Said the music, rubber the music. Sing, when Adrian was a little child, he used to hear jam music skanking all the while. Sleep at night, step to her live in a rocker song. Said the music, rubber the music. I got to know, I got to play some the music. Rubber dub music. Sing, sing, sing. When Johnny was a little child, he used to hear jam music playing all the while. Mother can't sleep at nights, jump to her lip in the rapper song. They don't use that. Rubber don't use that.
What we did to begin with, we got right into Bob Marley. Bob Marley was our focus point. So,
did you personally play music before that yourself? Before Bob Marley?
Yeah. I was going to say, in the case of Bob Marley, you see, in North America, Bob Marley was the name that one would recognize. You say reggae, Bob Marley, right? That's what you think of.
And
right?
you'd also think of Rasta, and,
Yeah.
you think of a little bit of ganja, and you think about
Well,
times.
see,
And,
yeah, true.
And are you connected in any way with the Rastafarians?
No. I got nothing to do with that at all.
Well,
See,
the
Rastafarian side of it, right, is definitely direct, and it is something that definitely pertains to the music, because the Rastafarian culture and reggae sort of are intermingled.
It's the soul of reggae, really.
Yeah. And then you have reggae, which has drifted away from there, right? But you see, Rastafarian, Rastafarian, Rastafarianism and that sort of thing is like a religion now, right? So then you're building music around a religion. That's where Jah comes in, the concept of Jah, right? So Jah to the Rastafari is the same as to us, God, right? Same thing, right? So a lot of artists who are, well, I guess you could call them true Rastas, and then you get what you call the playboy Rastas, people who think they're, want to act like a Rasta or try to give that image because of the dreadlocks, right, the hair and that sort of thing, right, but not truly, portraying themselves with respect to the actual religion, that part of it, the soul of it,
they're not
what
kosher,
counts.
they're not kosher
really
Rastas,
No.
Well, when did you start playing music yourself?
Well, I've been playing for a while. Like, having grown up in England, I was one of those persons who I had to play the piano. I had to play it, or else, you know what I mean?
Really? I wish I had to. My mother played piano, and I almost did it.
So I played that for a while, and after a while, drums was what I wanted to focus on.
Where did you get your first set of drums?
Well, ironically, my father, he was a drummer. He was a fairly good one.
Really?
Yeah. And he gave me my first snare drum there.
How old were you?
That's some way back. I was say around 8 or 9. 8
or 9?
Yeah.
So you've been playing drums
No.
forever?
No. Don't get me wrong now. I've been playing that long.
Yeah.
See, that was just a snare drum. I never got into playing the set till I was around 15, sort of thing, right? And I just decided, okay, that's what I want to deal with. I'll play the drums, right, and take it from there. But you see, I wasn't playing reggae music to start with. Because I started playing drums in Antigua, and so I was playing calypso and French music, and that's dance and that sort of stuff. So I was into that sort of thing. So when I came here now, I played with other bands in that, right? But I saw the potential for reggae, doing something here, and having been affiliated with the West Indian environment, I was pretty familiar with the reggae beat and that sort of thing, right? So it was no problem for me to get that feel. And then my other colleagues, my brother and the other guy who was up here, Dave Phillips, guitar player. He's from Dominica, the West Indies there, and he's got the same type of feel, having grown up in the environment and everything like that. So everything just sort of clicked together, right? And especially with my brother, he lived in England prior to coming up here, and he was totally and fully involved with the reggae scene down there.
These are all Exodus people now.
Yeah.
What people are you going to have for Crystal Lion?
Well, Crystal Lion has changed except for one person, and that's the guitar player. Crystal Lion basically involves myself, my brother, and the bass player that was playing with us. Well, we've been through a couple of bass players, right? But this guy, the bass player is from Halifax, his name is Andrew. It's the three of us and another guy, Dave, playing guitar. Now, the difference here is there's myself and my brother, who are the outsiders, and the two local musicians. And what we have is a combination of outside culture plus the culture from here and fusing them together. Right?
Jah children love till we no fight. So go and tell Rosie I'm out to looking after Jah children. But the water, true you don't know. What the water, true you don't know. Say, got to love my Wally the other day. Though he didn't have much rest to say. Got to base it on the battlefield. I was surrounded by conviction. No like a wolf in the night. Jah children now deal with no fight. So go and tell Rosie I'm out to looking after Jah children. What the water, true you don't know. What the water, true you don't know. Sing, got to love my Wally the other day. Though he didn't have much words to say. Like a message on the battlefield, I was surrounded by conviction. Not like a wolf in the night. Jah children love deal with no fight. So go and tell Rosie I'm out to looking after Jah children. What the water, true you don't know. What the water, true you don't know. Say, in a rubber dome style. In a rubber dome style, yeah. In a rubber dome style. Cause this style is international. This your style is international. Cannot teach the man no passion. Not teach the man no general. Say, King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Sit up on his throne and he rules us all. Yeah, you know. Selassie the first.
Well, I hate to harp on it, but it seems to me that if you could find a venue, a place to play regularly, that you would get a regular following here, because you say there are not that many West Indians here in town. I know several myself, and they have, whenever they play, they have a great following as well. I remember last year they packed him in down at the in the ballroom down at the Nova Scotian for a West Indian night. Now that wasn't reggae for sure.
Yeah,
but
they brought bands in from outside there.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people still we're living in Halifax, right? We're based here, right? And the other thing is the fact that a band comes from outside. Say a band comes from the West Indies, or a band comes from Toronto and plays for maybe a night, and then is greatly publicized. You know, there's a lot of promotion and that sort of thing. People attend the function. People definitely attend the function, right? Now, there is absolutely no reason whatsoever why we can't play some of these same venues, right?
Sure. Well, look what you've got.
And do the same thing.
An awful lot of good publicity over the years.
Create the same impact, you know.
And is it? Would you say the Crystal Lion is essentially the same sound as Exodus? Do you think it would be up to a par? Do you think it's as good?
Oh, the sound itself is a fairly good sound.
Yeah.
I mean, none of us are excellent, you know, musicians that have studied or you know, been through, say, a system of going to music school and studying for years and years and years and having attained a certain standard. We're musicians that have played different environments and have tried and try and adapt into different situations, right? And musically versed in terms of our ears, right? We have a very good ear. We all have a good ear for music and that, right? So we know what's going on in terms of, you know, putting music together and all this sort of stuff.
Do you write any of your own material?
Yeah, my brother started to write a few songs there, a few reggae tunes, and then they're pretty good tunes, right? They could. He has the potential to do a lot in terms of making tunes and trying to see if he could do something with them. But then the other thing is where, right? The location. Location's pretty important if you want to make it, right?
Yeah.
So
and good publicity as well. Well, you might be heading out, going back to Antigua this September.
Yeah, that's a maybe.
And would you be doing music then, or would you pursuing your career in engineering?
Right. Well, you see, this is it. Now, it's very much likely that I would get into music down there, right? However, I would not do it on a scale as opposed to, when I say scale, I mean the music scene down there is totally different to up here, right? Now, I would go down there and say play music on the side, say, you know what I mean? And look at the possibility of coming back here and continuing. I want to go and study myself as a drummer, right? I want to, try and perfect, my skills and all that, technical skills and all that sort of thing. And also, get into recording engineering. Now that's my goal, right? This is my personal goal, right?
Well, what are you going to do with your university education, your degrees and diplomas and things?
Well, see, somehow I'm trying to what I'm looking at is finding a way to mix the two, right? Trying to mix the two, right? Essentially, with regards to engineering, sound engineering, right? And music, it has a bearing, right? Engineering is a big word, right? You see, it depends what you're looking at in terms of what field you want to get into. See, when I came here, I was looking more on the side of electrical and all that sort of thing, right? However, I always have this aptitude for music. So music is my first love, really.
Your children are gonna deal with no fuss and fine. Come make the system pressure, I'm on vibes tonight. A Saturday evening and the time is right. The time has come for all your children to learn. But the smoke of the chalice will Babylon burn. For the mouth of the wicked has spoken against me. They have spoken rock this here dance tonight. Oh, yeah. Your children have to rock this here dance tonight. Your children are gonna deal with no fuss and pain. Can't make the system pressure, I'm on vibes tonight. On Saturday evening and the time is right. The time has come for all your children to learn of the smoke of the chalice while Babylon burn. For the mouth of the wicked has spoken against me. They have spoken against me without a just cause. Cause I said, nah, ja, 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 ja. Gonna rock this your dance tonight. Ja, 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 ja. Gonna rock this your dance tonight. Ja, 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 ja. Gonna rock this your dance tonight. Ja, 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 ja. Gonna rock this your dance tonight. Oh, yeah. Your children have to rock this here dance tonight. Your children are gonna deal with no fuss and pain. Can't make the system pressure, I'm on the vibes tonight. On Saturday evening and the time is right. The time has come for all your children to learn of the smoke of the chalice while Babylon burn. For the mouth of the wicked have spoken against me. They have spoken against me without a just cause. Cause I say na na cha 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 cha. Gonna rock this here dance tonight. Cha 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 cha. Gonna rock this here dance tonight. Cha 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 cha. Gonna rock this here dance tonight. Cha 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 cha. Gonna rock this here dance tonight. Yeah. Your children have to rock this here dance tonight. Your children are gonna deal with no fuss and pain. Can't make the system pressure, I'm on vibes tonight. A Saturday evening and the time is right. Your children are gonna rock this here dance tonight. Your children are gonna deal with no fuss and pain. Don't make the system pressure, I'm on vibes tonight. On Saturday evening and the time is right.
Maybe this summer we'll see you downtown around the...
Yeah, I think definitely, the possibilities of us maybe doing some things in the summer. As I say, the summertime is the best time to me, or the most responsive, so it seems, for persons to come out and check the music and that sort of thing. And I think from there, time will tell.
Well, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank
and I
you
hope
very
if
much.
you do go away, you'll come back and study
yeah.
drumming and keep us entertained with reggae music for years to come.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay.
Other nations.